from heaven fall upon my destiny. Parash katabakato satea embrekete kaparato sedeka. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. 4 layers of thoughts that if you do not understand, it makes appreciating and receiving the mercy of God very difficult. Number one, the first thing you have to understand in order to appreciate the subject of mercy is the nature and the character of God. This is the first thing you have to understand. It is impossible to truly understand the mercy of God if you do not understand the nature and the character of God. There is something about God that you must know to understand mercy. Now, the second layer of our approach to this subject would be the nature and the character of man. You have to know something about the intrinsic frame of man to necessitate mercy. If there are certain things, if you do not know about man, you will wonder why God is so insistent on ensuring that man becomes a recipient of his mercy. There is something about the nature and the character of God we need to learn. Number two, there is something about the nature and the character of man. The third thing we have to understand is the spiritual system for administering mercy. As powerful as mercy is, it is not administered randomly. There is a spiritual protocol. That means there are people, as cheap and as free as mercy is, there are people who will never be able to be recipients of mercy. The third way that we know God is by studying the man Jesus. The Bible calls him, according to Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 3, the express image of the invisible God. So that invisible God who was full of mystery and mysticism, the prophets gave us glimpses of this deity. Jesus came. Among the many reasons why Jesus came to the earth, it was not only to die. Jesus came as a manuscript. He came as a correction to our perception about God, because until he appeared, nobody could know God accurately. The prophets only had types and shadows. They could only give us as far as their knowledge could give. Jesus came as perfect theology and explanation of God, so that anything we were in confusion about as to the nature of God, we would verify using the person of Jesus. The